Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to day 20 of the 31 Days of Horror. DBougie86 here again. That's right, guys. Crazy. Only 11 more days to Halloween. That's insane. Today I have an oldie, which is a first time watch for me, from the Universal Monsters collection. And yeah, I don't have like a gray cover art to show what this movie is. But you'll know what it is by, the title. And if you own this collection, or you own like the Universal Monsters box set with all the movies in it, then you'll know this movie and you'll have it. So that's me being ridiculous for the intro for this. But further ado, the movie in question is 1936's Dracula's Daughter, which is in the Dracula collection of the Universal Monsters. Uh, Quick side note of these, hilariously enough, the Dracula, the Wolfman, and the Frankenstein collections come with Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein. So, and I know because of the situation where they sell these individually also, and you can pick them up individually if you don't want to buy the box set. But yeah, it's kind of weird that I have 3 copies of that movie, you know. But that's besides the point. But yeah, Dracula's Daughter, which is the direct sequel to the original Dracula with Bela Lugosi, is a film that I never seen before. It was an interesting one. Pretty much the main setup of the movies, it actually takes place right exactly where the original Dracula left off, with Van Helsing killing Dracula. What ends up happening is 2 policemen come to the scene of the crime and arrest Van Helsing for murder of Dracula, which was very interesting because I didn't expect that to happen. And I was like, where's Jonathan and the other chick? Why can't they be like, hey, yeah, vampire, you know? But that's besides the point there. But, why couldn't they get, like, him to, like, be like, hey, I got witnesses that knows that this guy was a vampire, you know? I was thinking of that back in the day. But, it's a 30s movie, so they weren't thinking of that back then. They were pretty much trying to do a basic story, Cliff Notes version, so I get that. But what ends up happening after Van Helsing was arrested is he calls for help from one of his like associates, and he comes down to see what's going on with Van Helsing. And as this is all going on, this mysterious countess comes to the scene, and Dracula's body is missing. And we find out that this mysterious countess is, of course, Dracula's daughter. And she's trying to get cured of her disease. And she's actually trying to use Van Helsing's associate to try to find a cure for her thirst for blood, pretty much. That's pretty much the gist of the plot where I want to leave it. But, very interesting movie. I actually prefer it to the original Dracula in a few ways. It's got a few tinges of the Dracula mythos in there that's very interesting. Plus, it plays it with like a scientific, psychological aspect to the film, which I actually like. And unlike the original Dracula, it depends on which version you watch, because I actually prefer the Philip Glass score version of the original Dracula over the original, because without music, the original Dracula kind of feels like a stage. I know it was a stage play, but it feels even more like a stage play because there's barely any music in the film, which was very interesting. I know Todd Browning was pretty much still getting used to making films with sound, and since like a lot of silent filmmakers were, but I actually do prefer. It actually moves a lot better with the Philip Glass score, the original Dracula. But this one has its own score, which, it's pretty good. I'm not saying it's like mind blowing or it's gonna blow your fucking. It's not like, oh, it's like Goblin score, but you get some music in there that adds some tension and building of the suspense of the film, and that it does it well. It does it very well for what this is. It has some great gothic atmosphere to the film too, which I was not expecting at all, which was also missing from the original Dracula in a bunch of scenes. Uh, and the lady who plays the Countess, Gloria Holden, fucking phenomenal performance. You could see like the lust in her eyes, and you could tell like that she wants answers, and she doesn't want to thirst on blood in a sense, but she likes it too. And plus, there are some lesbian overtones to the film too, which you get like a lot of like the other stories that are kind of based on like female vampires in a sense, like Carmilla. It has like those overtones to it too, which I like. I like films like this. And it's only an hour and 10 minutes. It just breezes by. And there's some great characters in this. Like, I love the Countess's, like, Renfield of this movie. He's very interesting with his major makeup and mascara on his face. There's no hiding that. But, yeah, great movie. If you haven't seen Dracula's Daughter and you do own any of, like, the Dracula collection or the box set on its own, and you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend it. It's actually a little cool, little atmospheric little movie that I don't think even really gets talked about a lot. I believe there's even been like essays and papers on it. It's like one of the most underrated of the sequels of the Universal monsters, and I kind of agree with that. It was very well done for what it was. It was it like the Bride of Frankenstein? Probably not, but overall, it's a cool little film. I recommend it. You check it out. Yeah, good stuff. All right, guys, that's it for today's review. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, I'll see you tomorrow for another one. So I'll see you then. Peace out.